Hi people, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to paint this kind of a wreath. I'm going to show two paintings, but first let's get started on this one, which is a beige color rose supported by some pink and purple colored tulips. So I have started to paint with the slightly deep pink, or you could say magenta color tulips at the border, and then after it dries I will add beige color roses in between the blank spaces. It is going to be all along the border of this paper or the edge of the sheet, so that we have some little space in the center, and we can write some useful text or do some hand lettering or whatever you like. You can add some beautiful fonts in the center, but this tutorial is basically sticking to the preparation of wreath across the edges of this entire sheet of paper. So you can start by adding very light shade of beige roses in between the tulips and the spaces. The size can vary based on how much space is available, but try to keep it almost similar in size and distance for symmetry and a proper shape to the entire painting. And you can repeat this step until done, and you can follow it side by side. This is a very small size sheet, around A6 size, so a very small tiny tutorial for miniature florals. And you can also paint it on larger paper, maybe A5 or A4, even A3 depending on your requirement, but just for the demonstration purposes I have taken small sheet. So once you are done by drawing all the roses in between, then you can probably take a darker shade. I will pick a deep brown here for the detailing in the inner regions of these flowers, and I'll follow this step for every single one of them. The detailing will give it a nice effect to it, good appearance, some little depth to it. So you can do this part or you can completely skip it, depends on your need and idea about painting. But I really like doing the detailing because I think that is the main highlight of the painting. It really makes it more meaningful and worthy of your time. So now I will add some deep pink or magenta shade to the tulips. This becomes the second layer after the first layer had completely dried. Now I will take some purple shade, very light consistency, and the pigment is still dark. Trying to draw some tiny leaflet kind of things in the spaces available between for the detailing purpose. You can add any shade that you think might fit nicely with the beige color, so it depends on your choice of shades. You can take some deep blue and add tiny leaflets near the purple and pink floral area. You can paint as a single leaflet or add two together as a pair, or three maybe, depending on the space availability, but I would prefer that a pair of leaflets would be nice. And you can take some black shade in the end, towards the end, for again adding a little bit of detailing to the larger central florals of this painting. This took me around half an hour to paint it because this was a small size paper, but if I would go for larger sheets and for bigger painting ideas, then I think it will take more time. But for learning and trial purpose as a beginner, you can definitely go for this same size, and the time will also be almost the same. So now you can see that we have a very clear space in the center, which can be used for writing some quotations or some meaningful words that you can look on again and again while sitting on a desk. You can just stick it around and look at it. It will look pretty and of course motivating at the same time. So that's how I think this poster or postcard kind of painting is ready. Just a little detail here and there, and we're almost done. You can skip these detailing part if you are not a very keen person into adding details. If you like it to go with the flow, then you can do that as well, but I personally like adding the details, and it's completely up to you which shades you want to complement with the beige color. I have tried to experiment with magenta, purple, Prussian blue and black, so I think it turned out pretty okay, but again, it's completely up to you. So with this, our first painting is almost ready, and now we can move on to the second one. What do you think about this? Let me know in the comments. So next we are going to paint this, again a similar kind of a theme but different colors. Just to show you, you can repeat these steps, and the only difference is that I have skipped the painting on the vertical edges of this sheet, just on the two sides. I have kept more blank space in this one. You can go for bigger quotations or more text if you want to add. You can also use these kind of paintings for preparing the front page or cover page of your projects or homeworks and things like that, for presentations, for offline or document submission in your for your informal activities. You can try to paint and it will look really nice. So I've used a very lightest form of purple here, and for detailing I'm using the same shade but a little bit more pigmented. So you can also try that and go step by step. Just a little bit of more paint, and then the main florals of the painting will be done, and I think it's ready now. Just adding the details with the blue in this to see how it turns out. You must try to experiment. Do not fear to mix and match the colors to see what new shade you are going to get. Just try different things. And again, with purple I thought that pink would be a good idea, so pink colored floral tulips here in between these spaces. And this is only how much I'm going to paint, just 2 strips along these horizontal edges. You can use this painting in both vertical form or in the portrait or landscape orientation, whatever you like. You can do it that way, but I think personally I'll use it in a portrait landscape rather than landscape, because this has been painted in that orientation. Tulips are up straight. So considering that in mind, I use it vertically, that is in the longer form rather than horizontally, and it will allow me to write longer texts. So that's my idea how I'm going to use it. You can do it along the opposite edges as well, completely up to you, whatever you like. And these are very simple florals. I mean, every beginner level watercolor artist should try watercolor painting starting with the florals. I think this would be a really great idea to always have some reference in mind, and while looking at it, doing your own experiments, making tiny changes, and just checking out what is your strength in watercolor painting, what you really like to do. I really love painting the florals, so that is my niche. But if you want, you can try architectural paintings, landscape paintings, or any object painting, whatever you like, you can do it. But for that you need to first experiment with your painting skills. We are almost done with this painting as well. Again, doing my favorite part of adding details, the brown leaflets, and I think it is complementing the painting nicely. The black lining details are really my favorite step of any painting, because it kinds of completes the painting. It gives you the final picture. The final touches that comes is through the black thin lines in your florals, which is kind of beautiful detailing to it. And we cannot overdo it, but we have to take a control of the brush and do it at the essential positions for giving it the ultimate look, ultimate piece of art. So you can try that. Almost done, and both the paintings look amazing. I think I'm going to add some wonderful quotations from English literature and hang it on my table to look at it again and again, and just appreciate the art of literature and the art of drawing at the same time. You should definitely let me know what you think about this painting in the comments, and if you're new to the channel, then please subscribe, like it, share it, and press the bell icon. And you should definitely let me know what you like about my paintings and what else you would like to see me paint, so I would start those kind of series. And I'm also thinking of art vlogs. I think those are also amazing painting ideas, so maybe next time I will try that as well. But for now, I think this painting is ready to be shown to the world. I can never get over of detailing. I mean, this is just the best and favorite part. It kind of makes the brain activity hyper in me. I just love doing the work that seeks a lot of attention, concentration, and skill, of course. So yeah, that's all from my side in this video, and we're almost there, ready. this painting is ready, and you can see that it came out pretty well. So thank you for watching. Until next time, bye.